Hello and welcome everyone, this is Blackadder's Place. I welcome you to today's stream. And well, it's going to be Monday, we are gonna be a bit earlier, irregularly today. It's gonna be just one of the weeks that I can be also streaming earlier than the later, basically normal time at 20 GMT. It was until this week, but since the summertime has ended in Europe, we're gonna be also switching that over into the winter time, so therefore 21 GMT, which is like the same time still, but the GMT is gonna be just slightly different. And therefore, well, today we do have, and are supposed to be having the finish to the Ironfist campaign in Heroes to Might and Magic 1. So I'm hoping it's gonna be an engaging mission, and it should be having like 3 opponents against us. So let's gonna already go into it. We are gonna be having scenario in number 7 that we won last week, which was actually quite a challenge. Oh, challenge. It was a bit interesting to get into the opponent, and also quite a huge army. We had to be defeated about like 67 dragons or something like that. So we had to be stockpiling our own solid army, which we did. And scenario 8, King of the Hill. Final victory lies within your grasp, but the defeated warlords have pooled their last resources and have banded together against you. If you can bend the dragons to your will and force them to side with you, all the other warlords will submit and land will be yours to rule. Capture the Dragon Citadel on the central island and victory is yours. Okay, so there's apparently a different option how to win this mission. You can be just going for the objective and yeah, but we're probably gonna be wanting to defeat everybody and then getting the dragons to work with us. Oh, Hector. That's a guy from previous campaigns and already looking at the Boots here of movement. Which is obviously something that we want as soon as possible. But we will start with Archer range, are we? Okay, it's gonna be making the start maybe slightly interesting. Not like the fighting against those dudes is gonna be too difficult, but just maybe some kind of other engagements are gonna be a bit more complicated at the very start. Actually, I don't want to go there, I think. But yeah, let's kind of make it a bit faster. Sorry, guys. For dying there all that much. It's gonna be knowledge, and shall we like just check to the bottom? Because yeah, we cannot go through the arches. We apparently cannot go into the gazebo. So far we don't exactly see where is, for example, the lumber camp. And we don't have too many... Oh, we already built, yeah. I forgot. I'm used to from Might and Magic, from Heroes to Might and Magic 3, that basically I always build in towns at the end of the turn, but this is the start. It's not only like with Might and Magic 3. It's with pretty much all of them similar. So far the enemies are having quite prompt turns, so that means they don't have any kind of like huge starting positions. Turn? I don't think I actually even want to take that. I'm just gonna prevent the losses if he can. No, at the same time, if he right now attack, he's gonna be attacking right after. So let's kinda not. Let's keep as many of them alive as possible. There is an obelisk map, and quite a big one. Since you get in only 2 puzzle pieces, it's gonna be tons of obelisks. Let's see, there's another one there. Oh, several paladins, really? Protecting crystalline and a gold artifact. It's a bit unwieldy. Yeah, this start is actually quite a bit interesting. In the previous missions, usually the starts were rather simple. This one seems to be a bit more challenging. I mean, like, it is the last mission, so quite of course. It's making rather good sense, but hasn't been exactly the course of action for the design of the missions before. Okay, that's already archers. So that's pretty RH right now. We are blocked. Gonna be having to wait for the new week. Thatched hut and well. Okay, so we should be getting into the horse. No, probably not, because we don't have enough wood for that. So you're gonna have to start without them. That's actually, yeah, as I said, interesting beginning to this mission. Last one, so they probably wanted to be making it a bit more fun and challenge, which I definitely agree with. Okay, so Justin Arena is 20 wood, which you definitely do not have. So, in the time being, you can just basically get right now Mage Guild. Get at least some basic spells here. Bless and Curse, it's kinda good combination. It's not too bad, and kinda just basically we'll probably have to guess. As we probably can actually pass through bottom here slightly. Getting a few resources. We have to guess where there's gonna be potentially the wood resource camp. Definitely want to be getting for the boots, as they are incredibly helpful. Do we actually want to be getting a few of the rogues here? I don't think so. I don't think it's all that necessary. Pick off trolls and a gold mine being so close by, interesting. And lightning bolt and blind, that's an excellent duo of second level spells. You cannot get through here. There is a possibility for a few things there. So let's gonna collect it, and we're gonna be heading back up into the castle for the reinforcements and everything. So yeah, and you can be getting the last mage guild. So probably let's do it. What we have resources for? It's gonna be view towns and storm. Unfortunately, nothing really good. Maybe the view towns could be helpful, just to let us know where the opponents are, if we need to know it a bit later. Sometimes it is useful that way. You're not defense skill, and we cannot get through the skill. And you are hiding extra attack, alright. And that's right now the mining camp for the stones. So that's rather interesting. Doesn't of course tell us where the wood is at all. We didn't get a spell, for example, for mines. So you're gonna just have to guess that maybe it's to the top. Because we don't need too much stone here. Just need generally a lot of wood. Even for a cathedral, just kinda curious. Would be thinking that maybe a bit more wood, or rather stone would be needed for that than wood. But for some design purposes they didn't think so, the designers. Okay, so let's gonna buy everything and get everything that we can. 18 archerinos. 18. 18. That almost looked like we're getting some extras even. But looking at the number of the swordsmen and these, I don't think so necessarily. But it's slightly strange, that was a really high amount of archers in there. Well, nonetheless, let's first probably check out the bottom. Or try to go here. Let's try to go there. So let's go after lots of archers to the top here. I don't think I need to be wasting spells here. Probably the top one, because you're not gonna be able to block him, whereas to the bottom you're gonna be able to block them. Ah, well. There goes the extra morale. It's apparently gonna be a bit more of a maze here to get there. And you get the knowledge, that is rather helpful, and apparently there are gonna be a few more mines here, so it almost leads me to believe that there's gonna be a lumber camp somewhere here. Lumber mill. Yes, 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 yes. So that was about like 20 archers right now, more than 20 archers, that's excellent. They wanted to join us, so that's really good. And yeah, there are gonna be really tons of obelisks all across the map here. Kinda thinking maybe we should be getting secondary hero once it's gonna be a new week. To get reinforcements here and also to collect all these useless thingies here. So what's today? 7. Okay, next week. So what kind of hero do we have here, for example? You have Sorceress and Warlock. So that's a good reason to wait. Get the Knight as well. And there's a bit of wood here. And we're getting lots of wolves in the way, but they want to join us. Oh, okay, that's awesome. And there's the lumber mill, and more wolfies to maybe even join. Okay, so this is going rather excellently. We have Barbarian and Warlock, which is not too great. But we probably need to buy at least one. Because, quite frankly, we really need to be getting someone there to even take the units away from the hero. It's a bit unwieldy, but probably the Barbarian, I guess. He's more fit in. Let's get you also the spell book. And therefore you can right now make your journey all the way there. Right now I wonder if maybe this is gonna be screwing us over because we didn't find the lumber camp earlier. Hopefully not too much. Yes. Exactly what we wanted and needed. Oh! Okay, that's a good artifact, and only several trolls. With 62 wolfies on our account, it's probably gonna be fairly simple. So yes, me like. But we probably should be waiting right now for this guy. Just to pick the units of him and be able to potentially even get them as well. So we are certainly getting closer to final having Joust in Arena. For the knights, on the horses. Okay, so there we are. Just give him all the reinforcement that you can. Take away those and have a look. No, they don't want to join, but they're gonna be of course dying for that. mean, like 62 wolves here is a pretty good and damn good number in there to be having. Because that can be really quite a high attack, and they do have really good movement. So I'm quite happy with how that developed here. Probably won't be helping much to block them here. Yeah, and the bag of endless gold, which is 1000 gold per day, so it's basically like having a gold mine. So that's rather excellent. I can actually slightly interested if maybe we're gonna be on, or rather each player is gonna be on a separate island. Because it almost seems like that might be the case, looking at so far how's the map looking. Finally do have the jousting arena. The gold is out. Oh, that's Mr. Blue. So no, not really. We're gonna be connected. Everybody in one of the corners, it seems like. There's a town. Alright. So we need to be getting those resources here. And just need to be getting careful about him as well. You don't have all that much of a huge army with you, so you can probably just as well head back. Seems like this is gonna be the end and you're gonna be able to circle back, which is nice. That's 750 gold. Not all that inclined to be using that money now. And oh well, he has pretty good movement. Like a damn good movement. Almost thinking I need to be just basically hurrying back. Lots back for Castor. I'll probably have to know. Okay, so let's go for the ogres on the way. And what's the most direct route home? Probably through these. Let's at least collect this, in case the opponent was coming for it. But it almost seems like you're gonna have to buy a hero here again. It's gonna be quite costly. So far we should be fine, because he still needs to be going around. He's already almost there. And do we actually have already a... No, maybe we actually don't have any units here to buy. We have only 3 horses. And those guys, so let's gonna try to make it happen at least this way. We're gonna be having spell power and knowledge. So having a few more spells than this guy. So the warlock is gonna be more useful here. Okay, I'm not too confident that we're gonna be winning anything. But hopefully it's not gonna be at least all that much of a tragedy or something. Yeah, that D-stump is definitely quite unfortunate. Because of that we couldn't block them. Because we get the defense, and should we like just hurry after him? Because you're not gonna be able to catch him anyway. So I'm thinking we might just as well catch on these two things first. Because he's gonna fight us anyway. It's really quite bad timing here though. Gonna have to be insanely lucky. He doesn't fly, so that's a problem. So definitely lightning bolt needs to be coming. Right, now on these, and are we gonna be eating the retaliation here? Probably. No. Because those are not gonna be able to attack, they're gonna be unfortunately blocked by the peasants. I didn't exactly position them properly before. So I'm thinking you might actually want to just keep it alive. And have the castle be shooting. Yeah, exactly like this way. Having knowledge to spell power, he was already casting a spell, so you can potentially blind those. But castle is unfortunately going to be killing them, or rather going after them as well. That's not too great. We can try to blind them again. And attack these guys. Fortunately they do have, of course, the retaliation unlimited. Okay, we survived that one, that was kinda crucial. We unfortunately don't have any spells anymore at this point. You actually survived that one, so you're gonna be getting at least one extra bolt here. Can we kill them for good? No. Well, it didn't really matter too much. Right now they're gonna kill us. So, unfortunately, the timing is really sucky because he's gonna be getting the whole army here for the week. Hopefully he doesn't have too much money. You're gonna be able to sneak in anyway. Yeah, we know. There's a warlock down here with few gargoyles. I don't exactly know what is in there. And considering what kind of army we have on the secondary hero, doesn't seem like a good idea to be even attempting it. It's a bit unlucky. Just last bit. We do have a reasonably solid hero, so hopefully you're gonna be able to still beat him. Even though he has bought up... He doesn't bought up everything, luckily. Fortunately, he did get all the horses that he could. So he went from the top side, so it's really unlucky. The hero is probably gonna be though reasonably weak. So maybe there's gonna be some opportunity in there. He cannot go anywhere, there's no reason to use spells there and here. Maybe on the gargoyles at least, but they're gonna be coming here and therefore we can kill them, so screw that. Okay. That was a nice counter-attack by the wolves. You can definitely tell when there is no hero. Units are tons weaker. Okay, so at least Castle is back. So what did he leave for us? He's some archers. Nothing there. Some pikemen and unfortunately no jousters. That's kind of like the most unfortunate thing. And he didn't even invest into the last mage guild level, for example. That would have been something that might have helped. Well, at any rate, where is the hero? Well, he is here. Only pack of gargoyles. No, this one cannot get it. Oh, well. Hello, Mr. Green. Okay, so this is gonna be getting slightly more interesting, apparently. So we need to be heading to the top side, nonetheless. So there's gonna be some more housekeeping to be done. Kinda interesting that he can actually move behind the mine. Apparently some slight problem in the design of the mission. Okay, so this is gonna be, I guess, lightning bolt into... Can we kill at least one? Nope. And... do we want to keep those units even? How much does surrender cost? 1,000? Yeah, it's alright. That hero already does have something, so... it's kinda worth it to be keeping him alive. Whoa, what kind of movement is this guy having? He has to be having some artifact for that or something. Luckily we can still catch up with him. That almost got me a bit scared. I'm thinking that that has to be like the last movement point. Cause I mean, like, damn. I probably want to catch him, so let's not have him play at all. I'm gonna be probably leaving it up to the wolfies. I'm not entirely certain that the archers could kill him. Okay, that goes the plan. And no, he doesn't have anything. So is it maybe like the special skill for the warlock? I still don't exactly remember it for all of them. The knight has better morale for the units. The sorceress has better movement on water. I thought that warlocks have better scouting, not better movement. Oh well. Nonetheless, we need to be continuing northwards, and this army is quite fine for this hero. But you just need to be going back. Hmm, 3 knowledge and spell power for Agar. Well, lightning bolt from you should be a bit better. Still didn't exactly kill a single one. Ah, he doesn't have too much spell power, he has a lot of knowledge. So he was getting at least 1 level there, but, well, apparently not. So probably let's move a bit ahead and see if he gets 2nd level. Or the 2nd attack. Nope. Apparently not the case. Yeah, we don't have this spell. That's not too nice. Okay, right now we're gonna be able to do like mostly nothing. So I'm thinking probably at least lightning bolt into the wolves. to make them slightly at least weaker. Bad morale for him is rather excellent. We're gonna be right now killing those. And thanks for activating the wolfies, that's helpful. Okay, so I'm pretty certain that was the main green hero. He was looking rather solid, so that is actually quite an important victory. And yeah, I really want to get to those boots, but it almost seems like I'm gonna have to stick to this position for a bit to get the town and see from there. Because probably the AI is gonna be coming closer. From multiple directions it seems. But at least we have plenty of money right now because of that one missing week. Can see blue already coming from bottom again. But this time we're gonna be having a whole week of things. And Gem, yeah, she's pretty weak. Tech few. That's gonna be good with replacements for this guy. Need to be exactly coming back for it. What? How is blue on the top side from the bottom side? There have to be some teleports or something. But this guy is a whole lot stronger. It almost feels like that he has already captured one of the opponents, probably the yellow one. Can't see lots of unicorns unless he just got lucky and they joined him. But that is a good army. Especially the lots of unicorns there is a bit unfortunate since we don't have any horses, so I'm guessing, well, gonna have to head back in the end. We probably don't need even that gold. Let's get some archers. Do we need something else against this? Few pack. I don't really think so. So did he take the town? Not yet, but next week he's probably gonna be taking Wildebar. So I just give him reinforcements and... No, what are we gonna be doing next? It's a bit of a question. So we really don't have that hugely strong army. And maybe you could be just also wanted to go back anyway, just to get the spells here. Maybe get those archers to join us with the army. Those pikemen as well. No, that seems like a plan. Go through the bottom and collect the units. And there's yellow. Okay, so there has to be some kind of portal. Because yellow is most probably all the way into the corner here, because green came from that side. Or it could be just switched with yellow, and they really have some kind of portal and everybody's using it. Most seems like that may be what is going on here. So I guess let's back the spells and get a few more units here. And the wolves, probably let's switch them with these, so that they have some good movement in the middle. And we're probably gonna have to head back into the castle. So he cannot get here, he needs about like at least 2 turns, gonna be like there and then potentially attacking. Yellow is weak. Oh, Lord Heart is kinda a bit scary. Let's try to get the archers, unfortunately not joining. It's a bit unlucky. Yeah, and I was actually positioning the wolfies into the middle so they have better movement, and they put a stump in front of them so they have absolutely no movement. Oh well, a randomizer here, trolling us. It almost seems like that everybody is just coming for that one castle here. Okay, so you need to probably just, I don't know, head anywhere else, but that is not here. You just camp in the castle because you're probably gonna get attacked, at least by blue. It seems to me. So you don't have anything here to buy, only a few peasants, which is useless. And day is 5. Okay, let's see what happens. 59 gargoyles. It kinda depends what strong hero or how strong hero he has. I'm just a whole lot more scared about the 31 unicorns there. That's just insane number. 3 attack, 5 defense. I'm kinda having a feeling they might be actually losing this. Because that's not a good start at all. Okay, so blind or lightning bolt. Those gargoyles are gonna be a bit of a problem. Maybe let's bless the wolves and get some max attack against them. Fortunately, I don't exactly see if they are still blessed or not. Considering we have only 1 spell power, I assume not. So let's probably do the same as we did. Now if I attack the centaurs, he's probably gonna get slaughtered by the unicorns, so let's skip. And wait for exactly the minotaurs to come to us. And I'm almost thinking that we should be starting to probably use a few lightning bolts against the unicorns there. Which is doing absolutely nothing because of our low spell power, unfortunately. In that case, how about for example into these? It's gonna be at least 5, not really any kind of great number, but obviously better than nothing, obviously. Unfortunately not to full kill. It's unlucky. And wolfies are the thing of the past. Okay, so how do we play this? Can we potentially blind in them? Because he cannot exactly, because of the wolves in the middle, to like continue with some solid attack, which is definitely unlucky. We don't have slow, unfortunately. That would have been quite helpful. So bless on you. Just gonna be a huge retaliation. And not any kind of extra attack. So I don't think that's such a good idea. Well, at the same time, we just don't have a lot many options. Yeah, because of how this game works, you might just as well try to go for the attack here. Yeah, we're dead. We're so dead and restarting this mission. Okay, there's at least freeing this up. That's an interesting option. Gonna be still blocking the horses, but if he can be having an attack without retaliation, I'm gonna take that, obviously. Right now, curse on you maybe at least, if he decides to be attacking the swordsman first. Yeah, right now pretty much only seeing how much we can kill. And I was definitely correct in assuming that those guys are gonna be a huge problem. And they definitely are. Okay, at least right now we know where to go. And that we need to be apparently playing the game and the mission a whole lot more carefully. Or carefully. I mean, like, you play it reasonably carefully, but it's probably also depending, and it kinda does depend a whole lot often in this Heroes of Might and Magic 1 on actually how lucky you get and how lucky the computer gets. It seems like you got insanely lucky. Because that's a really scary army considering we are only a few weeks in. So he was able to probably just rush onto yellow or something. Actually, I don't think if you have seen even like the defeat screen. So I don't think I can do anything right about now here with just you. So we might just as well try to attack here. Let's get a few guys. Oh, 71 actually. It's actually fairly curious that I didn't know that in Heroes of Might and Magic 1 they're actually stockpiling in their huts. They're not only like per week, like it is in the later ones. Now you can definitely understand why, because it's reasonably broken if you just happen onto something like that. So yeah, definitely makes sense. No, so that's a slightly curious victory. We're not gonna be able to kill Lord Hart, just gonna be seeing what he does. Should be attacking us straight, yeah. He has a pretty good movement. He did split off the unicorn slightly, he left something at home. We don't have any kind of good skills with you, so not like we can do something massive. Only one. And stay distraction. They don't really have too many hit points. Okay, so is there some kind of screen of it? Yeah, classic. Similar to what we have in Heroes of Might and Magic 3, right? Yes, we definitely would like to replay that one. But right now we actually know where to go. A big problem was the missing wood, and the wood is right now hidden here, so we know where to basically rush to. Because that delayed quite significantly the Jousting Arena, and we couldn't get the horses. And then the incredibly bad timing, when we lost the whole turn, and therefore even army. So if you avoid that, I'm thinking we're gonna be fine. And if we rush into the wood now. Let's probably get what we can. Thing is that you cannot exactly rush too quickly there, because there are archers and stuff. And we just cannot exactly get through that too much. So how did we get there? We went through the top, there were archers, for which we had to be waiting a whole week. Through the bottom side there was a strong mob that we couldn't get through at all. It was like several trolls or something. Let's probably collect around here again, but then we need to be heading really quickly for the wood and hope for the best. And apparently this time we don't have the walking boots here. That would have been quite a nice artifact. Maybe it's gonna be spawning somewhere else. And I'm thinking we're actually getting more wood here from the random loots, because that was silver last week round. This might be also helping us put us on the correct route, because right now 50 wood is pretty solid. Because we need to spend 5, 15, 35. That's actually that might be just enough to exactly get into the Jousting Arena, even without the lumber camp. So you can kind of see exactly how luck dependent it is, the Heroes of Might and Magic 1 campaign. The missions. And that's kind of also why Heroes of Might and Magic 2 is a bit more popular, because it's fairly similar, the graphics are really similar and such, but kings like these are actually worked out, and the game is a bit more balanced, and therefore also potentially even enjoyable, but don't exactly mind too much. Just adding a bit of a challenge to be having the randomness here, having to play and approach the game a bit differently. Both attack and defense. So I think there were a few things to collect here still. Yep. Crusaders this time around, and they have... Yeah, that's the pack for gold. So you have a different one here. Plenty of artifacts for gold. It's kinda nice. And this time we really do have enough wood for the jousting arena. Great. We don't even need a lumber mill. So therefore this mission start should be a whole lot easier than the last one. You can see the trolls are apparently predetermined, and pack of trolls, obviously not something that you can handle just now. Now I'll be liking a bit more improvements into attack skill rather than defense. I mean, like, high defense is nice, but when you have, for example, the horses, you really want the attack skill to be the one that gets improved. No, Respel Magic is nice. That's something that we could have, for example, used in a few battles in the last attempt. This spell is rather useful, especially since AI likes to be casting all kinds of nonsenses on you. Pretty much like all the time. The second level and next level we're gonna be able to get a third one as well. So Haste, that's a good spell. Summon Boat not so much, but Haste is excellent. Okay, so let's buy up. We definitely need the horses first and foremost, then I guess the archers. And that's pretty much it, because obviously horses are expensive. A lot. A lot. No, okay, so let's start with this, and let's see if the archers are gonna be running away or not. Oh yes, they want to join. So that's gonna be how many? 25 archers for free. That is rather excellent news. So that could be also maybe even motivating the pikemen to join. No, luckily not. Shall we go straight? Because you're gonna be attacked by all of them at the same time. So probably hang back a bit. No, had I known that... But at least they're split in. I'll be making it a bit simpler with the last ones not doing anything. I could be definitely buying the last mage guild, but right now I'm gonna be just hanging on the resources a bit. Just gonna be building it when we're gonna be having the hero there. So in case we happened onto good resources somewhere, could be maybe even getting the cathedral. You know, the defense, I mean, like, really I don't need defense too much. Let's see if they join this time. This time they don't. Yeah, that's exactly what I was hoping for. The bottom one is not gonna be then able to reach, or doesn't want to be reaching the arches there. Lots of wolves here. We can be though getting there from the bottom. I'm gonna be keeping them on this position in case they want to join when I have a bit more army. I can be getting the lumber mill without having to attack them. That's fine by me. And really good artifact considering what we just said about needing the high attack. But it's a pack of trolls. It's a bit too much for what we have now. Now, apparently like everything is wood in this version of the map. Kinda curious. So what heroes do we have? Warlock and Sorceress. Luna with Crodo. 2 knowledge. 3 knowledge. Huh. No, so far let's keep it. Let's keep the money for the units rather. Can we sneak into the castle there? We would have to be fighting the ogres, which we probably cannot all that much. So I'm right now tempted to just go back home. It's gonna be exactly on good turns. Therefore, let's get the last level of the Mage Guild. View towns and paralyze. At least paralyze, that's kind of a nice spell. We don't have the lightning bolt that we had in the last iteration, but paralyze is good. Yeah, peasants we don't exactly need. So archers, horses again, that's like the priority, 1500, so right now we're gonna be having enough money for the swordsman. It's gonna be another part, and you can probably just leave you back, because that's just not gonna be having any kind of influence if somebody wants to join or not. Let's have a look to the top to potentially get a few archers, and maybe... Yeah, this was quite far away, so probably first we should be getting the warlock down to the left. That's probably the first idea. This time they want to join. Oh, that was a ton of them. If I remember correctly, we had like about 50, 55. We got 10 new, so 65, so about like 30 new archers. Definitely not bad. Now this is looking rather nice. Another 20. 12, 16, how much? Pack of Cavaliers, that's 15, that's... Yeah, they're not gonna be too impressed by our army. So let's collect right now the treasure chest and... Yeah, the stone mine as well. If you go in for Warlock Town, we might just as well. At the same time, we could be next turn buying the new hero. Just to start collecting these things. With a secondary one, we get at least knowledge, that's useful. Nope, don't want to be attacking. So what do we have here? Warlock and Barbarian. I mean, like, why not the Warlock? Can be just staying in the town there. So let's get him and... nothing else. Just gonna right now impatiently looking when blue is gonna be finding his way through the bottom again to the top. Because once that happens, we need to be hurrying up back to the castle. Not to have the same scenario as we did last mission. So we have a town. Do we even need to go there? Probably not. We don't have enough resources or anything to get it, so it's just gonna be making us a bit of money on the side, and we can probably go through the bottom back home or something, or maybe even get the second town there. Yes, a really good movement. So maybe actually the bonus for the Warlock is not only just better vision, but also better movement. I really don't know exactly. I already forgot when I was told that in the chat during one of the first missions. So I just know some of the heroes, don't exactly correctly remember the Warlock. I'm thinking it's just scouting area, but he seems to be moving quite far away, so who knows, maybe he does have some kind of bonus in and to that effect as well. Okay, so this is not passable. Therefore, since we don't want to do anything with Eliquin, we might just as well head back and go home pretty much. You're just gonna be collecting a few resources here. Okay, so pikemen here, then we're gonna be having several paladins. Oh, that mine would be really nice. So I'm guessing it might be the next target, though it's really kinda unlucky how windy the way is here, because it's making it a bit difficult to get anywhere. Which I'm guessing is the purpose, just to make it a bit easier for AI to attack you from both sides at once. Okay. It's kinda curious. It's actually apparently randomly placed. It's not in the same spot every time. There's like a system where to place the treasure, and it gets activated when the map spawns. Not like it's not preset in this one. It usually is in campaign maps. Apparently they had a bit different philosophy back then. Okay, at least 12 of them. It's going to be making the army slightly better. A lot of peasants, maybe I'm thinking even joining the pack of trolls. Several paladins here. And I wonder if the several paladins, which should be like 6 to 8, something along those lines, if they might not be wanting to join. Because that would be quite a buy and steal if that happened. Thinking like next week, after next generation, we can be trying that. Right now we're gonna be heading for the trolls. They are of interest to me, and there is another crystal mine here to the left. Pack of cavaliers in front of it. At this point, with what kind of army we have, they might want to join us. So finally there is still a way through, curiously enough.
Ah.
500 damage almost into them. I mean, like they don't have any kind of defense, but still we're getting somewhere with the attack finally with the horses. 3 attack skill is kinda decent. The high defense is also rather neat. But since we are the ones who usually attack first with the horses, we want the damage. And that's green. With a few more heroes, so Carlon is not too bad. And Natasha, she's kinda weak. Now that's something that our main hero can definitely deal with. But it also means that you shouldn't be going too far away from the castle, you just need to be kinda going for the gold, hoping that blue is still stuck somewhere. Okay, that's a neat surprise. That you're gonna be getting this for free. That I did not exactly expect. Okay, so I kinda guessing let's go ahead and head home. As the things are getting a bit more dangerous here again. He actually invested already into the castle there. No, that's nice, but at the same time it also means that he's having tons of resources, and seems like we're gonna be already late again, but we should be having kinda alright timing. He should be there on the new day, so he shouldn't be getting the new units from there. Just gonna have to assault the castle probably. Just gonna buy all the pikemen and run away with them, I guess. That's unlucky. That's really unlucky. Okay, so let's buy all the pikemen from here. Peasants you can probably even keep, I don't mind them. $94. Oh well, screw that. It's a lot of money though. But if you're gonna be attacking the castle, I don't want to give him any units whatsoever. Okay, so that's you. You can right now head back, but first we need to let you through. Right now all of this, and that's looking like a solid army to take the castle back later. With a bit of luck he's gonna be attacking even me straight, because it's not entirely impossible. He might do some kind of nonsense like that as yellow. Yellow! Yeah, that's actually where blue came from last time around. Okay, this one is running. That's unexpected behavior. That's quite unexpected. I was really thinking he's just gonna straight take the castle, maybe even stay there. But it also means that he's really scared with what kind of army we have. Okay, so right now we are here. We can attack him straight. Yes, that's excellent. Now this suddenly turned from a bit problematic scenario into quite a great one. Because we won't be losing any units against the castle here. Okay, so let's have a look at you, Carlon. Because if he didn't attack first in the last turn into the castle, then he's not gonna be attacking us in the castle anyway. There's absolutely no point in waiting for him. No, spell power at 3, knowledge at 4. It's gonna be slightly annoying considering our vastly inferior stats. He can haste you, block the trolls. With our 8 defense skill, that seems like a plan. Why did he attack that way? I straight told him from the top side. He should have gone one square further. Well, that was an unlucky... I don't know what. Because I straight attacked him from the top side. He should have gone one more. And he just attacked... Ah. Well, that sucks. But at least he misplayed with the spell here. And we get lucky. Okay, so that's a nice XP. Natasha, and how was it looking with yellow? So far we haven't seen the hero, but you can only assume he's gonna be not too bad. So you head back to castle. Can kind of follow a bit and see what yellow shows. If he does show anything. Because I'm kind of tempted to look for the castle, for the warlock castle to take it. But it also really depends, because yellow can be on us really quickly from the bottom here. And since we don't have any kind of army there, it's a bit of a risky proposition. So I'm tempted to maybe take it from the bottom side in the end. Because the difference in the speed and movement is not too much to get into the castle here. And we're gonna be covering the bottom side on top of it. Okay, so there he is. And she is, rather. That's weak. He got the piggies there, apparently, the orcs. With quite a small army, that's kinda weird. They wanted to join him when he has such a weak one. And he got even more, the giants there. Oh well, doesn't matter to us really. This though could matter. And that's blue. Everybody just right now yet again heading for the castle. I mean, like, you're like mad, whatever. Lots, several pack, lots. weak, but we need to be taking care of you first and then circling back to Natasha. Even though we can probably kill her even with only the peasants. But you need to die. Looks like the same trick could work here. And that's exactly what should have happened in the last battle, but for some reason didn't. Definitely did have enough movement for all of that. Oh, Berserk here. Kinda thinking we might actually want to keep them alive. Just to have the Berserk activate on one of those if we can. Yes, exactly. Thank you. According to plan. Yes, Armageddon! Whoa! He went out in style. That's the very first one that I'm actually seeing in the whole campaign. Used by the AI. I didn't even use it myself. Okay, so he just really meant business here. Those 4 dead knights, that sucks. I wasn't happy about that too much. Okay, so let's see what we're gonna be doing here. Those biggest problems are the guys to the bottom. Exactly, they get hit, that's nice. We have paralysis, so let's kinda paralyze those girls. Nice. We don't have too many of them, so we kinda locked on, or locked out. He just has a lot of knowledge, so he might be able to slowly kill our units there with the lightning bolt. So we don't have anything else here. Oh well. All that remains is to bless you for the highest attack. No, he has resurrection. That's cheating. Okay, so I'm guessing that actually next turn he can in the end kill us. Ah, that's unlucky. That is quite unlucky here. He didn't have any new units in there, so it didn't matter too much what he would have done. And paralyze him though. So maybe block him and have him be killed by the castle. Exactly. Yeah, so that was the way to victory. Because otherwise he would just fry us by his lightning bolt. Apparently he has a secondary hero, which is of course gonna be a whole lot bigger problem. Do we have something here? Maybe just a few more peasants. You have that. But he has flyers and a whole lot better ones. He has few and pack. Yeah, we cannot fight this anymore. We are on day 6. We go here. We're gonna be ending up out there. We cannot go into the town in the next week. Yeah, I want to actually do it before the week is gonna be over. So let's do this. You run away here. Let's give him the castle for free. Or maybe he just runs away again. No, exactly. Just need to check right now something, so bear with me for a bit. Okay, so back to playing. Well, Blue seems to be kinda confident to get after us, but he should be quite easy pickings. He did manage to kill the Crusaders. Hopefully they did not join him. Yes, they did not, so that's at least kinda useful. He has a horde of archers from somewhere. It's a bit unlucky, but otherwise the army is pretty weak. He should be right now trying to kill him because of the artifact that he got. We have apparently quite plenty of money now. And kind of pretty solid army all around. So let's pay him a visit. No, kind of Lord Kilburn and therefore Green is probably gonna be a bit incapacitated. He's gonna be having some new reinforcements, obviously, but otherwise his main units are gonna be removed from the battle. Therefore he shouldn't be too threatening. If he can be, for example, even taking the Warlock Castle, it's gonna be even simpler. 69! That's a really high number. Probably collected some mobs around the map. I'm looking to maybe hasten you. Doesn't have too high attacks, so not gonna be doing too much damage to our own archers. But at the same time it's still a solid number, so let's see. Only one. That's not good. And he's fleeing, so unfortunately the money artifact is gonna be gone. The secondary hero is gonna be fairly easy kill as well. Okay, so he's already up to Hydras. And he got the Agar hero here, which is pretty solid. Yet again, movement problems here. He's gonna be probably heading through the bottom. So I guess... if we take the gold mine, we're gonna be back about like there. Another turn, he's gonna be already here. Not too nice. Considering we are at day 3, so therefore no reinforcements. Probably gonna have to head back home here. Just to scare him off. Probably gonna need them to cooperate slightly, exactly, to come back to me. So that I can kill them at the same time. Yeah. Can basically tell that they are playing like one AI, that they are cooperating. Almost seems like they're playing like basically only one player. With having the different colors. So right now I probably need to kill you, you're gonna be stuck about here. Well, that's a bit interesting right now. Maybe like there. We're not gonna be maybe able to catch him. No, I actually need to be going through the castle here. It seems like they will be able to outmaneuver us. This is gonna be we're just gonna have to lure them into some kind of mistake, it seems to me. Which is gonna be obviously hard with AI, but can always hope. It seems to be quite intent on staying here and coming for the castle. I know it's gonna be coming from the top. They're coming just from all kinds of directions. Okay, screw you. We're just gonna stay in the castle and see what they do. Okay, B goes a bit more away. This guy is gonna be... Right. So let's get population and probably head through the bottom. And I'm kinda thinking maybe you could be wanting to keep something here. Like some kind of pikeman or I don't know. With maybe even the trolls. Because we need to get somewhere, but we also need to be having something strong at home. So let's probably keep those at home. Pikeman as well. Lots back, lots. No, the horses joined him. Crap. That's pretty bad. Okay, so we need to be going probably top after him or something. It's gonna probably go through the bottom and see what happens after. He goes back, he goes after us. Probably don't need to be even stopping in the castle exactly. I just need blue to be staying a bit more to the bottom there for a bit longer. So that I can deal with this guy and potentially get like the whole weak army here. There he is. He's gonna be heading for the castle again though. Okay, that's good. That green went down. That's what we want. 26 horses. He basically got both of these pegs there. Right next to mine and in the middle. That's not fair. He's getting archers, he's getting horses. I mean, like, seriously? Having pretty solid defense. He's gonna be also blocking the horses, so they need to be attacking ours. Are you kidding me? One is gonna be staying alive there. And of course Fleeing, so he probably does have some artifacts there as well. Okay, so what now? He's gonna be heading through the bottom, pack lots. Those flyers are really a problem in the castle. Defense. So I would really love to be going for this town in 3 days. Should be really good timing. He's gonna be here in like 3 turns here as well. And it's gonna be exactly before the last day, so we need to head back. Oh, he's already heading there, of course. But we don't need all that many reinforcements, which is gonna be pursuing him. And hopefully the reinforcements are gonna be good enough for some kind of potential secondary hero coming after our town there. Okay. Hydra growth, that's not exactly all that helpful. Because he already does have Hydras in that Warlock town. We get an even better army, and that's a bit unlucky spawn here with all the blockages through bottom, that's alright. No, you are not running away from us finally. Finally some kind of hero that you can even kill. Hopefully he has some artifacts. Fortunately not. He gets spell power, which is nice. But where do we go next? Because there was a hero coming through the top. Oh, he has actually several genies. No. Lots of these, lots of horde. It's kinda like another strong hero. But can we do something with him? We can get here in 2 turns. He's gonna be probably heading through the top into our town, so let's just precautionary do this and see how he proceeds. Because if he goes back, then you're just gonna be coming after him. Yeah, of course he goes after the castle. Probably collecting quite a few centaurs there. Maybe like 1 group. Problem is that we are just kinda like stepping on one spot for quite a long time, and therefore we are missing the opportunity to be getting somewhere closer to Crusaders. Just need to be really hoping that one of the opponents, the blue one for example from the bottom, is not gonna be annoying too much. And we're gonna be having opportunity to get like a secondary castle. Because when that happens, and even on some kind of opportune timing, like for example exactly before the end of the week, then we suddenly could be heading into a much better situation. Okay, so you can actually get there, you don't even need to be going into the town to waste movement points, so let's use that opportunity to give the units through you. And we just have to be right now praying that the genies are not gonna be halving the stacks here. Because if they do, then, well, nothing nice is waiting for us. Let's try to paralyze them first. So that maybe you can be manufacturing some kind of way how to destroy them with the cavalry. Like, for example, here. Okay, let's take it. And that's excellent. No retaliation because of the paralysis. And they're gonna be right now dying. Alright, so stacks are safe. That's exactly what was needed. Right now the battle should be a whole lot nicer. What the hell was that haste? 3 spell power in there, but that haste for guys that actually move in 1 square onto like the whole map. Good job. I would probably like to block you completely. Just in case. Okay, so that went rather alright. That wasn't too bad. I'm probably gonna be sending in right now for the gold here finally. Hopefully it's not gonna be triggering blue too much. That's a pretty long turn for yellow. What he could be doing there? Oh, already pack of Cyclops. God damn it, that's a bit scary, considering the hero. That is... Oh, there's actually blue here already. Okay, let's run away. So he apparently does have the village here on the left. Did manage to get that, Sir Gallant. That's a weak hero, but this other one to the top, that's a whole different story. That's not something I can take on just now, easily. Rather without heavy losses. Not too nice. Not too nice, indeed. Gonna be great if he wants to attack us in castle. That would really help. Now thinking how to make it happen against him. Maybe like to try and sneak through him into this castle. But he would probably be much more likely to go into this castle then when he came back. Several paladins. Pack of paladins. With a bit of luck he could be losing a few units, but the pack of cyclops there. I mean, like, the rest is pretty crap, but pack of cyclops is like 10 to 15. And they are really not weak. No. If we take all of those pikemen, and we also take those for a visit, that's probably gonna be good enough army. Question is if blue is not gonna be wanting to use the opportunity now. Probably. In which case, we're just gonna be stuck in spot yet again. It's really quite an annoying mission. From the fact that they are really cooperating just all the time, and therefore you're just having about 10 castles against one. Yeah. So he's coming back. Blue is coming with much better hero. And he's already coming back like completely. Okay, so I just screw that. Need to be coming back to castle. I mean, like, if they all converge on us and attack us in castle, you're gonna be fine. But battling outside, one after the other, that would have been a problem. I'm already kind of feeling this is heading for a restart of the mission again. Just gonna have to play it a bit differently. Because we're already getting into a hole, quite definitely. Because they're not fighting each other, so therefore they're not losing units, and you just play in one castle literally against 10, 15. So they just cannot, like, last forever. And when we go top, blue is gonna be coming there. If we go down, green is gonna be coming after us. So there's absolutely no escape, and we cannot split the army at all. Because both sides are strong enough to destroy half of our army, but not the main one. Which is gonna change in a few weeks into both sides being able to kill even our full army. Let's do a sidestep here into the middle. How do they react? It might be in range even of attacking him. Oh yeah, it is. Okay, so I'm guessing this is gonna be good enough to attack you at least here. The 27 Hydras. That's not a nice number. He luckily doesn't have any defense, so potentially the horses will be able to get rid of him. Shall we wait for the archers to whittle them down slightly? Maybe the pikemen to take the retaliation, because the horses are a priced unit. So I'm thinking so, let's skip. Now the nasty haste, I guess. Yeah, the haste in this game is definitely cheating. In the later editions, it's definitely much more balanced. I mean, like, this guy yet again moves like one square, and with haste he goes like through the whole map. That's not awesome. Fortunately, we cannot get there to either retaliation. That's unlucky. Can I be able to shoot with the archers with a few blesses? That's at least something. Yeah, there go our knights, which is of course gonna be in the end resulting into maybe even getting destroyed by the secondary armies then. Okay, so the Hydras are gonna be, of course, right now attacking everybody, but we just cannot avoid that. Or can we right now? Yeah, that went kinda alright. Losing like, how many? 10 knights wasn't too nice. We cannot continue with you, so I'll just stay here for a moment. Green is probably gonna be continuing for the castle. Blue as well, curiously enough. Hmm, 94 goblins, that's not exactly what I want to go into. But maybe with haste we can. Just to destroy them and let even the wolfies attack us, because we should be then counter-attacking them. Exactly. No, probably right about now Castor is gonna get attacked, unfortunately. But, no, maybe not. Maybe he's gonna be able to escape. Let's see what Evgeny is gonna be just right now returning straight back, or trying to chase him. So Blue kinda lost 2 decentish armies. Green is gonna right now running away. With the main hero being there and coming back, apparently. Zero is already gone. Let's go like through the middle here. It. Quite frankly, I'm already thinking about like how to play this map differently, because this is really heading into just inevitable situation, quite frankly. You have to be insanely lucky to get some good fights somewhere. So like getting second town early, trying to rush into the Warlock town. Even through the arches to the top there, maybe somehow. Because I mean, like, we just need to be blocking them before they even come somewhere close by, because with how the map is designed, which I'm really thinking is fully on purpose to exactly have this kind of problem, then we just cannot get even outside here at all. So the main hero went to the left. Blue is back few, several horde. Spray is not too bad either. Because really playing this on only one castle is quite obviously not working. And we unfortunately cannot even like split the stacks. So the only thing that we can have is Just basically leave the whole stack back. It's not exactly what you want to do too much. How are you looking? Egg, fuse, several horde. I mean, like, even the several Cyclops is really good. Sure, since we right now lost the hero. Well, anyway, I'm right now killing Lord Kilburn. He went into dangerous territory. With quite a solid portion of archers, apparently. Oh, well, that's ours. I was just so used to being on the defensive here. On the last mission. Or not the last mission, last battle. So 12 of those. Yeah, it's definitely bugged. And you're gonna be given the attack on a unit at the bottom from the top. He's actually gonna be attacking from the diagonal rather than from the top. That is quite certainly a bug. Quite an unfortunate one. And actually Castor got already replaced. That's unlucky. Even though we basically escaped with him. With surrendering because of the new week. So apparently the new week overrides the new heroes. Doesn't remember them. Oh well. Another bug, I guess. That also means that we don't have any kind of competent hero to be left home. Let's just stay at home for a turn. Cause no matter where I go, it's just gonna be coming back at us from the other direction. Okay, we're gonna be able to kill blue, it seems to me. Question is if you're gonna be able to get back into town in time. Again, Armageddon, really? No, okay, so we're completely and utterly screwed. 11 knights just by that. Yeah. That is one hell of a sacrifice. And we're not gonna be even able to get back into town in time. Yeah, but this is already heading to the restaurant, as I said a bit earlier. I don't see a way how to get out of here, so there's gonna be, yet again, different strategy needed. So yeah, rushing for the town. It's gonna be the only option that we haven't tried yet. It seems to me at least. So let's head into the castle. And see if he attacks us, because right now we are quite a lot weaker. If they were at least fighting each other, it would have been just some kind of manageable map, but right now it's literally 15 castles against 1. And of course, with very limited movement all around, there's much of a chance to do anything here. And yellow is probably gonna be having some insane army, right? This is kinda manageable, it's not too bad. This one is also not too tragic. He's already having dragons, apparently. Or we could just play it in a different way. And that is going for the objective of the map. That is basically... the objective is not to defeat them all, but rather to, I think, collect Dragon Utopia in the middle of the lake. So like sneak in on the boat here. And getting into the middle. Maybe like, maybe that's the only way how to actually win the mission. Basically not to kill them all, but to basically sneak into the middle and get it, because yeah, it seems like a plan. You could be just getting a bit of army right now that we have. You should be having enough to destroy the 7 dragons there, I'm guessing, with what we have now. No, it's not entirely all that certain, quite frankly. But thing is that right now we could be maybe even trying to head into another castle. And see if we can be taking it from there. Okay, let's head to the bottom, let's do something. Because otherwise it's just gonna be stepping on the spot and that's not gonna be leading us anywhere. Just gonna be needing to get the boat somewhere. Yeah, because the scenario objective is you can bend the dragons to your will and force them to side with you. That might be the way to victory here. Let's try to get the castle that is here to the left. I hope this is actually passable. I haven't ran into a bit of a trap here. Oh well, it actually isn't passable, really? No, seriously. So we can try to take the castle. Or we could try to go hardcore and get into the middle here. Into the dragons. Let's save here. Not like I'm gonna be loading from save game, I guess, but maybe for testing purposes, why not? You have quite a few turns. Taking the castle is not entirely all that necessary. Several horde, lots, blah blah blah. Let's get the ship. Let's see. Just make a sail for it. Come on, come on. It's almost like playing multiplayer. Waiting for the turn to end. Hey Torte, welcome to the stream. But how do we actually get into the island? Okay, there are a horde of griffins. Apparently they are on every corner, so might just as well land here. Beating 7 dragons is gonna be a bit of a challenge. Hopefully our knights are gonna be carrying us. Okay, I will. I will read what you sent me on Discord. Can probably right now use paralysis because quite obviously dragons are gonna be immune to everything, so why bother to keep the spells. So probably let's attack them first and open them up, the ones with the archers. Okay, let's block them first fully. Okay, so there's this, and we basically just need to be right now winning the Dragon City fight. Do we have enough army for that? Kinda thinking we might have. You'd have good defense skill, so you should be surviving a lot of attacks. So we can be like, I don't know if it's supposed to be like even cheesing. It's cheesing because considering what kind of enemies you are playing against and how the game is balanced, it almost seems like this is like maybe even one of the cheap ways how to win the campaign. Just stockpile army and then run for it. Also the distance overall makes it a bit likely, that is the plan. But I'll be curious if you can actually beat the opponents first and then go for it. But for that you definitely need to be getting the second castle really quickly. Basically sprinting for it. And at the same time you just don't have money for all of that too much. Oh well. We'll see. I'm thinking actually going for the bottom castle is a bit more reliable because you're gonna be maybe even getting the gold through that. At the same time it's more challenging because of the trolls there. What are the AIs doing in there? Are they just trying to figure out how they should be playing when the opponent has no castle and he's just going for the victory condition? Which is also kind of strange that they are not going for the middle. I mean, like, maybe for them, they are not scripted to be having that as a victory condition. For them, probably it's gonna be destroying the opponent. Because otherwise, I don't see them struggling too much getting through the griffins and conquering the Dragon Utopia, or Dragon City, or how is it called here. Definitely something is broken in the AI. Since the turns are taking so insanely long time here. So that should be the winning condition, right? You can see, if you can bend the dragons to your will and force them to side with you, all the other warlords will submit and the land will be yours to rule. Capture Dragon Citadel on the central island and victory is yours. Okay, let's have a look. We have enough movement so we can even look at the obelisk. Which is somewhere where we haven't been before, we haven't seen any kind of lava. Yeah, it is a bit different. They're not having the standard only one dragon in the middle. It's gonna be 4 dragons in all of them. Okay, so yeah, that's gonna be too much, I think. We shouldn't be able to kill that many dragons here. So what we can do now? Yep, properly immune to all magic. Does it make any sense to try and keep the archers alive here? I mean, like, with how the map is, this is fairly open. They're gonna attack through the top, frying those. Through the bottom, frying those. That's pretty sucky as well, all around. Just go into straight offensive to see how much damage we do. Yeah, not even a single kill there. They're not doing that extremely much damage because of our high defense skill at 10. If we go here, he's just gonna use it to attack from the bottom, but at the same time we're gonna be protecting the pikemen. So where do we attack? Probably like this way is gonna be best, really. I don't have too many options how to do it differently. Okay, so there's actually one dragon dead here. Where can we right now attack? We can attack you. Let's probably continue with the stag here. So far it's not going as tragic as I thought it's going to be. You have only one bless, so I'm gonna be using it rather on these guys because they're having better attack and everything. Torta, you should be able to message me on Discord. If you are, for example, on my personal Discord, then I'm guessing it should be working. At least other people have been messaging me quite fine. Or you can try messaging me here on the Whisper if you want. That should be working as well. Probably let's rather eat retaliation on the bottom ones here. So the knights are gonna be surviving a bit longer. Okay. It's kinda neat. Pretty much. They can pretty much stay here as fodder for the dragons here, because you're gonna be insta-killing one of these. Or maybe we can be just going for the dragons that are at 4. That's the really problem that you don't see exactly the amount of hit points on the dragons. I don't want to be risking losing you. But against one dragon with 4 killing 2, should be probably fine. Let's risk it. Okay, this is actually heading into victory. To my surprise, quite frankly. Apparently the huge defense skill is gonna be carrying us. And the attack is not too bad either. Those knights are really solid all around. So let's probably kill the dragons here. Right now, basically attacking the high stack, just basically to let the other get killed on retaliations pretty much. I'll just as well let you attack first here again. That's one dead. That, good. Okay, so we are apparently convinced, quotation marks, the dragons to join us. That's actually fairly curious. That we managed to win that, that was really surprising to me. You have conquered the mighty dragons. In homage to you, they offer 1,000 gold aid to your cause and will defend the city for you in case of attack. Victory! Heroes, our foes have been scattered, their castles broken and laid bare. The great campaign is now complete, and I stand before you as the undisputed High King. Our victory was achieved in 876 days. That is quite a long time. Quite a long time indeed. This guy on the left definitely looks like Lord Kilburn, the hero on the left. Do you see that? It's probably not him, but it's fairly similar. So yeah, we actually managed to kind of like cheese it slightly. Question is how much of a cheese it is, or if it's not like even supposed to be that way. Because, quite frankly, the map seems rather impossible. As a plan that we kind of have, but I'm thinking I will be trying that plan. Maybe on some other session. Maybe even today still. I mean, like, we are streaming for about 2.5 hours. So maybe we could be trying to do that as well. If that's gonna be working, taking like the second town there. But well, nonetheless, we are apparently victorious here. Can be taking a screenshot before. Well, nonetheless. Can we actually still take right now the screenshot? Because I would be liking to keep both of them at the same time. Would be pretty neat if we could. Yeah, unfortunately, I misclicked into... Oh, well. Yeah, screw that up. Should have been a campaign scheme. But nonetheless, please enter your name. That's gonna be, of course, Blackadder. And we are gonna be somewhere... Not even anywhere here, it seems like. That's how slow we were, but yeah, well. Nonetheless, we have finished with the campaign here. Ah, you actually have two options here. Standard and campaign. Okay, so this is only like standard maps. In campaign we are third after Maximus and Antoine. As they were at 500 days in there. Or at least like predetermined pretty much. Okay, so that's right now gonna be this actually finished. Let me take that other screenshot, and I'm thinking I'm gonna be having a look if I can just right now making it happen through a different plan, like basically this stream as well. I'm kinda slightly doubtful about that, if it's even possible properly. Maybe it's really supposed to be just this kind of like cheesy win. Okay, so let's go again. And try to rush for the castle on the left. Or to the bottom. We said the one to the bottom might be slightly better. Because of the gold on the way, but there are also the other thingies there. But nonetheless, let's try to do that. Let's get a few more of these and see if somebody wants to join us already. Apparently not so much. Yeah, the number of the peasants doesn't really matter to the fights too much. Getting curiously soon, the first week. I mean, like, I know that actually the campaign basically continues one day after the other. It's basically like one continuous campaign, but still, that was a bit unlucky. Could have been obviously using the archers a bit later, and it of course kinda explains what I was wondering about in the last playthrough, I guess. Because I was wondering why we were having so many archers so quickly. So this is probably the explanation. No, and this time it's gonna be yet again a bit different playthrough, because you're not getting apparently as much wood as you were getting last time around, so therefore the jousting arena is gonna be delayed, making it of course whole a lot more challenging. So therefore just really making me more and more think that you are supposed to be just stockpiling army and then just basically rushing for the dragons. So can we like rush through the archers here? We're having 2048. He's gonna be having like 20 archers himself. That seems like just completely impossible. Especially since we don't have any kind of good spells to support that with. $20.48. He's gonna be probably shooting against the peasants there for a bit. But you're gonna be also having quite high losses, and therefore that's gonna be like nullifying our gain and need to get the second castle there. Actually, 2 level ups at once. Okay, so we don't have enough for the Jousting Arena. So much as also right now build up the Mage Guild. Yeah, it's gonna be Bless and Curse duo, which is kinda nice. Probably gonna be playing without spells here, just to see if he can be finding at least 1 stack of wood and get the Jousters as quickly as possible. Even if it's not gonna be like the first week, it's still going to be quickly enough. Yeah, because right now if you already have in the horses as we had in the last mission, last attempt on the mission, then it's just incredibly helpful against the archers if they don't want to join us. So through top or through bottom? We said we want to the bottom town a bit more. And also these guys that we had to fight, so the top one is easier to get. The bottom one is tactically better and sounder, but the top one is easier to get at this point. And since we don't have the horses, then it's probably gonna be better to go this way. And of course, not having the horses is gonna be having the effect of them not wanting to join. Let's leave this for later. Let's basically just continue as fast as possible. Can be maybe getting the secondary hero here already. Or probably not, because you want to be also building the castle fairly quickly if you can. Therefore, let's try not to waste too much money. Stone we need to carry and gather. Because Warlock Town is using a lot of it. Okay, so we got the Wildabar pretty quickly. Right now we just need the wood to be able to build a castle here. That's to the bottom. Therefore we need to be right now heading back. Let's collect this down on the way and even the mine. Also wolves, can you actually take them on? I mean, like, we have to. Because you need the wood here. So you're gonna have to hope that this is actually doable for us right now. Because otherwise our attempt could be ending fairly quickly. And with the double attacks of the wolves, it's not entirely that 100% positive. Okay, so they are gone. That was kinda alright. And secondary attack is gonna be improving that considerably. Okay, so that's reasonably well. Can get right now the free wood, 2 of them, and also the mine, the mill. You got 8. Okay, we need... No, we need this wood. Efficiency-wise, it would be better to get the mine, but we already want to be moving ahead with the buildings. Okay, so it's gonna be this. Gonna be even foregoing the jousters in the main town, because right now we just need to be starting with the units in this town. Much more than anything else. It's a bit unlucky that it's, for example, goblins. Several trolls. It's like 2, 2, 1, 1, 1. That's kinda close to maybe taking. I'm looking at the gold artifact there. Now I'm too thrilled about that battle. Okay, and you can be getting... Well, let's gonna get the cave first then, or the nest. As griffins are a rather excellent unit. So if everything works properly and right, this down to the top should be serving a proper buffer against the attacks from the top. So therefore you'll have to be dealing with only the bottom attack, which would be of course quite a ton easier. If that could be working that way. Can we get around you? Nope. There's this. You can get in swamp already here as well. That's another excellent one. I'm just thinking I should be... Yeah, exactly this. Scouting a bit more to the left, in case the green hero was somewhere nearby. It's not too bad, Sander. Not too bad. Okay, so let's buy the units here. It's really kinda costly, all the shooters. I'm kinda thinking that maybe on the griffins would be better unit. But anyway. Yeah, it needs to be come in. Otherwise, Horde, Fuse, several. He's having 1 flyer, 1 shooter. Only a few of them. It's gonna be without a hero. That's obviously a bit of a problem. We just don't have enough money for that. So gargoyles or rather the griffins. A bit better. Okay, so I'm curious if, for example, the hydras are gonna be helpful in winning this fight. Otherwise, you as a hero against this Can probably stand your ground. So let's head that way as well. There's a secondary hero right next to him. And the fuel is unfortunately the higher amount of fuel. Okay, we can actually use you to block these. That's nice. Or block, maybe not. Yeah. Getting good morale bonuses, but not like they matter too much, because right now the trolls are just gonna insta-destroy them. Almost. It's gonna be up to the Hydras to strong the game. Because apparently our castle attack is definitely not strong enough to kill those trolls. Okay. Suddenly starting to look a bit more optimistic here. It's getting lucky exactly against our Hydras. Not ideal. No, it's just gonna be right now eating the damage from the attack. They just can't die. Probably gonna be just staying here. Just... not probably to the top, just to be staying far away from the wolfies. A bit more, so that I can be letting the tower shoot a bit more. Not a single kill, really. Oh, finally. Okay. So actually it worked out tactically in the end. He's gonna be losing that one hero. The second one is gonna be in range, but we can right now get into the castle. Probably let's send them away. Thank you for your services, I guess. Do you have something useful here? I guess the Mage Guild. That can give us some new spells if we had enough money for that. Yeah, I forgot I haven't bought it yet, so let's see. No, okay. I'm gonna be at least trying to block these, so they cannot attack all that easily and shoot on our archers. Need to keep them alive a bit longer. Yeah, with all those shooters, this isn't looking too optimistic. Yeah, he's already reduced us rather well. And we obviously cannot even go outside ourselves. Cannot sally out all at all. That was quite a sad attack. Only 2 orcs killed there. Anyway, it seems like this is pretty much clear at this point. Don't think there's much of a doubt how this is gonna be going. It'd be like if he actually moved first. He seems to be intent on staying there to protect against the hydras. There we go. Finally he's moving with the giants. They're just kind of waiting to happen and to destroy us all. That was pretty inevitable. Okay, so that was a bit of an attempt here to see if maybe getting the second town quickly is gonna be some kind of variant to get somewhere, and it really doesn't seem that way to me, quite frankly. Poor last guy getting mauled there. Yeah, so basically right now losing the castle, and there's not gonna be much of a chance to take it back, right? Because we have lost like most of the army. Yeah, completely without money, so yeah, there's not much of a chance right now of a comeback here. So that was a bit of a idea. Maybe with actually the jousters, if you get lucky and you get the wood to begin with, as we did in the second attempt, then maybe it could be slightly better, but at the same time, if you're gonna be fighting here, maybe we can stabilize it there, but at the same time we're gonna be attacked from the bottom in a few turns. And at that point, I don't think we're gonna be having enough money to buy units from both castles. That's why I was thinking initially that going for the bottom castle, bottom village, it's gonna be better because of the gold mine, but it's a bit more challenging because of the good units here. And because green really comes always first. From the top. No, always, like most of the time, and he comes in a bit stronger, it at least feels to me. So at this point it really looks like that you need to be getting insanely lucky. So we may be having even some kind of small chance of just basically winning the map by defeating all the enemies and then go for the middle castle. But so far it seems like that the chief way how to actually win it is to stockpile army and then just basically make a run for it into the middle. or the Dragon Utopia or Dragon Citadel. It seems like the chief way to win it. I was thinking if you can be getting into the bottom somehow quickly. I don't think you can. You need to be getting through these. And to get through these, you definitely need the horses. Unless you're gonna be suffering heavy losses, because you then need to be getting also through these archers. You need to be getting through the ogres, through the top ones. Now that's really hard to get there. The one to the top is way easier. Is the old bar town. You need to be going for this. Potentially you could do it with the secondary hero, but that will be also making it problematic to get, for example, the swamp. But at the same time it will be more defensible with the main hero. So I'm thinking if you get a bit more lucky, then a small chance it could work. Kinda thinking if I should be trying it again. Because that start was reasonably alright, getting into the town in good way. We were unlucky because of missing jousters. He got here, then he was already there really quickly. Didn't have enough time to go back. So you would have to be just like staying there. Missing on this one, that would be like 2 turns extra. We would be, once we get the wood here, we just straight go back. You might be able to maybe even scare him off here. Oh. No. Maybe it's not too impossible. There's apparently no restart here. Yeah, let's give it one more go. It's gonna be the last one. I'm gonna be right now attempting for 3 streams, so let's see how far we're gonna be able to carry this. Let's get this level up. And a bit of gold that we're also gonna be needing. For all the resources, or all the resources, all the units. Really seems to be some kind of preference by the game that you get in defense way more. Way more than anything else. It'll be definitely liking a whole lot more to get attack with the Night Castle heroes. And we were playing it on purpose without Mage Guild, so that we can eventually have more money for the castle faster on that Warlock town. So I think that's a good plan, because 2000 for the Mage Guild is really quite a lot. And we could already start with the secondary hero. That's what I want to do as well, because of basically collecting all the other resources all across. Let's recruit you. Gonna be collecting, for example, these guys, so that our main hero can be coming into that other town as fast as possible. Okay, so this is like what we got in the first iteration of this mission. There's also a bit of sand on the left. Lots of archers still. And right now at day 6. And the archers are gonna be killing a lot of our own archers. I really don't think I want to do that, because there's also a bit of a chance that we might be getting... It's gonna though position you here, so that you don't go back through castle, you're just gonna be ferrying it over by Rathmon. You're gonna be here, this, and... Yeah, I should be able to make it in one turn. It's kinda evident right now how lucky we were in the second iteration that we got so much wood around us with the jousters. That's really quite lucky. And maybe that's even like one of the important parts in having the game a bit simpler. Okay, let's get that. Let's probably buy even those guys. Just in case. To just basically make the army as strong as possible. And intimidating, and hopefully some of the archers are gonna be likelier to join. Not these first ones. Yeah, the horses did a lot in this, in forcing them to join us. Okay, so the timing should be a bit better, because right now we are not really taking any stops anywhere. And we are also gonna be letting our warlock friend, gather a few more resources around. So that we should be to the top side to defend against green a whole lot faster. It's an interesting choice of attack here. Maybe he just couldn't fit there because of the tree stump. That seems likely. Okay, that's a nice help then. Okay, so the town is ours. We can right now go down and want a few things. Right now, next we need to be going for lots of wolves here. So you can probably just go here and give us a bit of a heads up, maybe even. We are having 1562 and not much money here. And we can only buy about like 24 centaurs. That's not entirely too great of a help. See what we have, pack of gargoyles, that's not entirely what we want to waste our time with. Probably just go for the wolves. And there were some resources to the top, just now remembered. Yep. We have stone, there is for example this, that you can also collect, why not? Okay, so we get 8 wood, which is going to be resulted into this. Straight off, and what else? Can we get in? Yeah, I'm kind of role-playing that I'm always going to be just giving it to the poor. In all the campaigns in Heroes of Might and Magic, otherwise obviously the goal would be quite a nice choice as well, but I just want to be trying it that way. So a bit of XP for more knowledge. There is a gold mine with trolls as well. Can be maybe sneaking up on the crystals here. So far we know that he's not close. So let's get the wood and get this with you. There he is. It's really not too far away at all. Like damn close. And lots back several few. Don't exactly have money for too even many things here. We can get probably plenty of centaurs here and 4 griffins, and that's pretty much it. So right now he's here even faster than last time. That's quite a shirt. Otherwise, if you're gonna be getting money instead of the experience, it's actually not gonna be helping too extremely much in this scenario. Gonna be getting a few more units, but you're just not gonna be able to fight this still. You can see the 4 trolls there. So yeah, I'm thinking really that this is really hard, gonna have to be insanely lucky to get the wood again, and even through that, I'm thinking you would have to be slightly luckier. You can be then having this hero in the town. You might be then sending the other guy to the bottom. Therefore, this is gonna be defended by the good hero. As a way to maybe do it as well. It might be worth another attempt still. You can probably attack from the bottom just to block you off a bit. And he's of course gonna be staying there, but let's see if maybe you can be taking it from him still. I have certain doubts about that, especially since we're of course gonna be constantly killed by the shooting towers here. We are through rather quickly. Okay, he's through top side. Hopefully next turn you're gonna be opened also to the bottom. Will be quite helpful. Unfortunately not. Is a pretty neat help, just exactly where it's needed. Okay, so they're gone, and even right now those peasants are gonna be useful. Nice. Okay, so we're able to get the town. Question is if you're gonna be able to even hold it for a bit longer. Okay, so you probably need to be getting at least as many shooters as we can, because you might be attacked right after by few several. Maybe he's not gonna be all that thrilled though to attack us right after. Have to see first, I guess. There's another hero right now on the way. And that's what? Heart, back, and few. It's not too strong. That's probably even something that you can survive under certain circumstances. And we get another one here and 7 griffins, I guess. It's not a bad army. Is it gonna be standing? I think it should be fine against like the few of them, pack of them. Oh, fine. It's gonna be a bit tricky, I guess. Okay, let's save this. And potentially load it. If the battle doesn't go according to plan. Because I'm almost thinking I want to be going with this main hero to the bottom already somewhere. And leave it up to this guy here. So okay, he can actually go there. He's having what kind of stats? 4 spell power, knowledge. So we can be building him a mage guild. And he's gonna be left with this, and a bit more, because otherwise this is just not entirely all that effective and useful here. So I'm thinking you can just go back, and you can try to win it with some spells. He didn't actually have all that much of a starting army to begin with. It's a bit sad. Only protection at slow, that's not too great. Okay, let's see. Let's see how this works out. So that's only 1 and 11, so that's actually not that impossible. That could work. Just need to be avoiding the stupid goblins there. But we definitely need to block both of them for the first attack. And probably let's stay this way. Just to let the castle do its job. So right now what I just need is for the towers to kill Orc and the Troll. Then the goblins are just gonna be able to probably run around, I'm thinking, from him. Because we have like unlimited movement speed pretty much. I wonder if the Trolls are regenerating or not every turn. It's like some kind of hidden stat that you don't see here, because they're receiving a lot of damage and still not dying, so it kind of feels to me they maybe are. So right now we just need to survive this one turn here. And fly around constantly, I guess, from them. Yeah. Okay, so that's apparently gonna be working. That's one hell of a victory right there. Okay. Well, if it works. If it works, then it works. And of course this guy, oh yeah, what the hell, he's having after first week already Cyclopses? Seriously? Wow. Quite significant, wow. Okay, so he definitely can take the town there. With even the several, like, he's having like 5-6 Cyclopses there. How am I supposed to be fighting against that this early? We don't have money for even a new hero to potentially get reinforcements from Algari. So I don't think that's all that possible. Pick off druids that apparently respawn somehow. So maybe if you just all the treasure chests we were gathering money from them, then maybe you could have been getting enough money to maybe get reinforcements from another hero here. But it really seems quite unlikely. It really seems like the most probable way to win this is kinda slightly cheese it and just gather army and then make a run for the island. It really seems like that's what actually is designed for. So let's gonna see if he's gonna be attacking us quickly or not, which he probably will. Yeah, of course he didn't stay there. Can get a mace, but probably only like one Minotaur out of it. Yeah, exactly one. We are on day 5. He's gonna be always leaving something in defense, so there's not much point in trying to wait somehow and trying to trick him. Yeah, 5 Cyclops is already here in like second week. That's not cool. It almost seems like he maybe got them as some kind of a help from mobs. No, of course. Just open us here. Wide. Sure. Yeah, so yeah, that was just the last attempt. I really wanted to see if there's some kind of way how to win this with basically beating the opponents and then getting the Dragon Citadel in the middle. But quite frankly, it really seems highly unlikely, and you would have to get incredibly lucky with a few things. First is getting starting wood, so therefore you can make jousters on your starting town very quickly, as that's what we did in the second mission, and that really made the mission at least playable for some kind of extended period of time. And then you probably would be having to get all the gold from the treasure chests. That's another part that's probably quite important. And then you have to be getting lucky so that he doesn't carry, rather get some kind of random mobs to join him, because I'm thinking those 5 Cyclopses are actually random mobs from somewhere. Something similar as we have the Paladins here. He probably has the Cyclops somewhere in there as well, in similar manner, and he just got them for free. It seems unlikely in the second week or what we are in this mission, he will be getting such a huge army already. Maybe so. It's not entirely impossible. Maybe if he's on steroids with resources, that could be. But it's just basically speaking to like the difficulty of the mission, kind of like the standard way. So yeah, I'm thinking if you're insanely lucky, you can do it probably. Maybe not even insanely, maybe just normally lucky, but nonetheless, there is certainly quite a good way how to win this mission, and that's stockpiling the units in the castle and they just basically making run for the middle island, which is beatable with a decent army from several weeks. As you managed to win it, even with the extra dose of dragons in there. But otherwise, it doesn't seem all that likely that you're gonna be able to really do anything with it too much. But anyway, that's then the mission and the overall campaign, the story mode campaign for Erathia and Enroth done from Heroes of Might and Magic 1 here. Quite an interesting beginning, how Lord Ironfist was basically taking control of Enroth. Interesting to see, never played it before fully. I played the game obviously, but I didn't play the campaign, I was way too young for that back then. And the next game in order is going to be of course Heroes of Might and Magic 2. Gonna be continuing with the second Succession War. And I'm kinda just now thinking how we're gonna be proceeding further. Because there are 3 more campaigns here. With the other gods, or other heroes. Lord Slayer with the Barbarian, Lamanda with the Sorceress, and Alamar as the Warlock. But they do have the exact same missions as we do. As we did with Ironfist. You're just gonna be starting from their positions. And then there's one more different than what we had. And there is obviously beating Lord Ironfist, depending on who you're gonna be playing as. So that's a potential mission that we haven't played. But at the same time, the only canon outcome is Lord Ironfist winning, so yeah, that's that. So right now for the story mode run, we are pretty much in. The others are kinda like for fun, so I'm thinking if we should be finishing them as well, before we're gonna be proceeding into the Heroes of Might and Magic 2. So I'm gonna probably think about it a bit. But what is definitely certain is that next week we're gonna be taking a break after 2 months of Heroes of Might and Magic 1. We're gonna be playing something different. So far I'm thinking it could be going back to Settlers 1 for like a mission or 2 again, to have some fun with that. Or maybe some different game, we'll see. There's also the Dune Ordos campaign that we need to be finishing, since we have finished Atreides and Harkonnen. But maybe we could be also playing some new game, like for example Colonization. I'm just kinda really having a bit of an itch for that. I have read a few things about it lately again, which kinda rekindled it. Or I've also found another game that I really loved when I was younger, and I completely forgot about, and that's Centurion, Defender of Rome. That's basically Rome Total War, before that was a thing. And that really, I enjoyed that game, so it might be a one that I might be interested in actually revisiting. I think it's reasonably abandonware, or at least it's not available anywhere as far as I've seen so far. Obviously gonna be having a look for that, but I found it on the Internet Archive that has quite a good archive as well of all the games, those games and even like older ones. And plenty of demos, which is also something that I'm probably gonna be making some session of, just basically playing all demos. As I used to be playing so many of them over and over, of course, around like the 2000s and before when I was younger. That was just part of the gaming experience back then, enjoying the demos before the full games were out. There weren't any kind of like betas or anything. There was just basically some kind of mission from a campaign or some kind of map from Baldur's Gate, basically that you could be enjoying. So yeah, it's gonna be probably also one session that I'm gonna be doing somewhere, but it seems like more like Thursday session rather than Monday one. But anyway, that's gonna be it for today then. Quite an interesting introduction into the Heroes of Might and Magic here. In the first game after King's Bounty, and well, we got another piece of the puzzle into how Lord Ironfist came into power, and we had to defeat to become the decisive factor in the further matters, in the further games like the Might and Magic series, and of course the further Heroes of Might and Magic as well. So I hope that you enjoyed today. We had a bit of a also puzzle in trying to figure out if maybe there's a way how to finish the mission differently, which it seems like there actually wasn't all that much. And therefore, I hope that you enjoyed. If you're interested in more, then of course I'm still way behind, but continually publishing the previous missions and games, for example the Heroes Chronicles, on my YouTube, so you can be seeing all of that there. But the next stream is gonna be on Wednesday. That will be Age of Mythology again in the afternoon, and then on Thursday we are gonna be finishing Diablo Hellfire content, the Crypt, and killing Diablo himself. And after that, probably gonna be having some new game as well. And that could be maybe the good time for playing a few demos in there. We'll see if I'm gonna be able to make it work and prepare it appropriately. But in the meantime, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today, and see you later.